Welcome to our deep dive today. We're looking at Marigold Mind Laundry, a novel by Jung Yun. It's translated by Shanna Tan
Yeah.
and takes us to this hidden village in Korea where the concept of mind laundry is real. What really struck me, I think, was the way it blends like these magical elements with these very human struggles.
Yeah.
Regret, loneliness, the pressure to appear perfect.
Right.
Themes I think we can all kind of relate to.
I think so, absolutely. And it's fascinating, isn't it, how Yun creates this world
Yeah.
where magic feels both extraordinary and strangely believable.
Yeah.
This village that's tucked away,
Yeah.
only appearing in very specific seasons with inhabitants who seem almost
okay.
otherworldly. It's a really incredible setting.
Yeah, and it really sets the stage for, these kind of deeper questions about
Absolutely.
human nature and
Yeah,
our kind of place in the world.
absolutely.
So we've got this hidden village, magical elements, and at the heart of it is Yin, our protagonist. She's searching for her family across multiple lifetimes after this tragic accident.
Right.
What can you tell us about her journey and how it ties into this whole mind laundry concept?
Well, Jean's journey is one of, profound loss and this desperate search for redemption. It's as if she's trying to wash away her own guilt by helping others to cleanse their emotional burdens. The mind laundry becomes this really wonderful metaphor, I think,
Yeah.
for this process of confronting our past, making amends,
Right.
and ultimately seeking forgiveness, both from ourselves and others.
Yeah. This idea of payment through acts of kindness
Right.
is so intriguing.
Yeah.
She doesn't ask for money,
No.
but for this commitment to help others. What do you make of that?
I think it speaks to the interconnectedness of human experience, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
By helping others, we not only contribute to their well-being, but we also potentially heal some of our own wounds.
Yeah.
And I think Jean seems to understand that, perhaps even intuitively.
One thing that really stood out to me as I was reading
Yeah.
was this recurring motif of breathing.
Oh, yeah.
Jian constantly emphasizes the importance of it.
Right.
It seemed like more than just a casual detail. What are your thoughts?
You're picking up on something very subtle but powerful.
Yeah.
Breathing in this story is a way to anchor oneself in the present moment, letting go of the past.
Yeah.
Quieting those anxieties about the future,
Right.
simply being present. Yun even has that beautiful line.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of life. Be present in the moment.
Yeah.
And when tomorrow comes, it'll be a brand new day. That's good enough.
It's almost like a gentle reminder
Absolutely.
to just breathe.
Yeah,
Find peace in the present, even when things feel chaotic around us.
right.
I wonder if Yoon is drawing a parallel between, the act of breathing and that process of emotional cleansing that takes place in the mind laundry.
I think that's a very insightful connection.
Yeah.
Both breathing and the act of doing laundry. Yeah. Suggest this process of release, of letting go of what no longer serves us.
Yeah.
Creating space
Yeah.
for something new, something lighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of lightness, the book introduces this really fascinating cast of supporting characters,
Yeah.
all with their own burdens and coping mechanisms. How do these characters like Yeonhae, Joha, Yoonbyul, and Youngwi
Right.
fit into the overall narrative?
I think each character represents a different facet of human struggle.
Yeah.
You say.
Yeah.
Yeonhae grappling with unrequited love. Jaha wrestling with childhood trauma and creative ambition.
Yeah.
Yoonbyul trapped in the kind of superficiality of online fame.
Right.
And Youngwei burdened by self-blame and societal pressures.
Right.
They all come to the mind laundry seeking solace and
Yeah.
transformation.
Yeah. It seems like Yoon is showing us that there's no,
Right.
one-size-fits-all solution
Yeah.
to life's challenges. But the act of seeking help,
Yeah.
of acknowledging that we need healing, that's a powerful first step.
Absolutely.
Right.
And what's fascinating is how each character finds their own way to do laundry.
Yeah.
Whether literally
Right.
or metaphorically.
Yeah.
It highlights that very individual nature of healing and growth.
Now, I have to mention the food.
The foods.
Yoon's descriptions of Korean dishes,
Yeah.
even simple ones like kimbap, were so vivid and evocative.
Yeah.
I felt like I could almost taste them.
Right.
I'm curious, what role does food play in this story?
The food. It's more than just sustenance in Marigold Mind Laundry.
Right.
You notice how Gian often shares meals with those that she helps?
Yes.
It's about creating a sense of connection, of shared experience.
You're right. Food becomes this catalyst for vulnerability
Yeah,
and deeper connection.
exactly.
Way for characters to open up, to share their stories
Mm-hmm.
in this safe
Yeah.
and comforting setting. It adds another layer
Yeah.
of meaning to this whole mind laundry thing.
Absolutely. Food becomes this symbolic representation
Yeah.
of nourishment, both for
Mhm.
the body and the soul. It's a way for Gion to offer comfort
Mm.
and care, creating a sense of community and belonging for those who feel lost and alone.
Now, throughout the story,
Yeah.
we have this recurring image of these shimmering petals.
Oh, yes, those beautiful
They
petals.
appear and disappear mysteriously,
Yes.
sometimes emerging from clothes, sometimes forming the very structure of the laundry building.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of their significance?
The petals, much like the magic in this world,
Yeah.
are imbued with a sense of mystery and wonder. I think they're open to interpretation,
Mm-hmm.
inviting the reader to kind of ponder their meaning.
Yeah.
Perhaps they represent those intangible aspects of our being, like
Mhm.
memories, hopes, even our regrets.
Right.
Or maybe they symbolize the fleeting nature of life itself,
Yeah.
constantly changing, evolving, disappearing.
Yeah. That's a really fascinating thought.
Yeah.
It's like the petals are this constant reminder
Right.
of the impermanence of our existence,
Yeah.
urging us to cherish the present moment,
Yeah.
to find beauty in that impermanence.
Absolutely.
Now, I was particularly drawn to Jeha's story.
Right.
He's this aspiring filmmaker,
Yeah.
experiences some incredible highs
Yeah.
and some pretty crushing lows.
Hmm.
Can we delve into his journey a bit deeper?
Oh, Jeha's journey, I think it really resonated with me.
Yeah.
He represents that struggle I think a lot of us face, pursuing those creative dreams in a world that often prioritizes,
Right.
practicality.
Yeah, Yun doesn't shy away
No, no,
from those harsh realities
Right.
of that journey.
not at all.
He experiences these moments of triumph, like winning that award for his short film.
Right.
But then he hits a wall, struggling with writer's block and facing some pretty brutal criticism. It's like he's on this roller coaster of hope and despair.
And that roller coaster is made even more complicated by Jeha's
Right.
past trauma.
Right.
We learn about, his difficult childhood, being raised by a single mother who had to work these really long hours, often leaving him alone
Right.
and feeling abandoned.
Those early experiences really left a mark on him.
Yeah.
Tries to kind of mask his pain with
Mm.
this cheerful persona, but it's obvious he's carrying a lot of baggage.
It's there under the surface, isn't it?
Yeah.
And his decision to visit the mind laundry is driven by this desire to erase that pain,
Yeah.
to find relief from the loneliness that has kind of haunted him
Right.
since childhood.
Right.
But even as he seeks to cleanse those memories,
Right.
he expresses a reluctance to
Yeah.
remove all his stains.
That's such a powerful moment in the book
It is, yeah.
because it acknowledges that even our painful experiences,
You're right.
they shape who we are.
Yeah.
It's not about erasing our past entirely,
No.
but finding a way to
Mm-hmm.
process it,
Yeah.
to integrate it
Yeah.
into our present selves.
Absolutely. And Jiyun's guidance is really crucial here.
Right.
She doesn't offer these quick fixes or simple solutions.
Yeah.
Instead, she really emphasizes the importance of breathing, of
Mm.
connecting to the present moment
Mhm.
as a way to cope with those difficult emotions.
It's this reminder that healing takes time
Yes.
and effort,
Mhm.
that it's an ongoing process
Absolutely.
rather than this destination.
Yeah.
It's about learning to live with our scars
Yeah.
while finding ways to kind of
Mhm.
nurture our wounds.
I love that.
And speaking of connections,
Yeah.
I found the friendship between Jaha and Yeonhae incredibly heartwarming.
Oh, me too. Me too.
They start out as these two kind of lost souls
Yeah.
finding solace in each other's company,
Right.
bonding over their shared struggles.
Yeah. Their dynamic is so genuine and relatable.
Yeah. They tease each other mercilessly.
Oh, they do.
But they also offer this safe space
Right.
for vulnerability
Mm-hmm.
and honesty. It's
Right.
a reminder of the power of friendship
It is.
to help us through those difficult times.
Yeah. Their relationship highlights the importance of finding people who understand us, who accept our flaws and celebrate our strengths.
Right.
Finding that sense of belonging,
Yeah.
being seen and heard, which is so essential for our well-being.
You mentioned Yumbil earlier,
Yeah.
and her story seems especially relevant
Right.
in today's world,
Oh, absolutely.
where social media often creates this pressure
Yeah.
to present this perfect image.
Mhm.
Can you tell us more about her journey?
Imbuel, I think, embodies the paradox
Yeah.
of success and suffering in the digital age.
Uh-huh.
On the surface, she seems to have it all.
Yeah, she does.
Millions of followers,
Right.
a glamorous lifestyle, lucrative sponsorships.
But beneath that carefully curated facade,
Right.
she's incredibly lonely, struggling to find genuine connection.
Yeah, it's almost as if she's trapped in this gilded cage,
Right.
constantly seeking validation through these external sources, likes and comments,
Yeah.
while neglecting her own needs and desires.
Her journey highlights the dangers, I think,
Hmm.
of seeking self-worth,
Yeah,
primarily through external validation.
absolutely.
That's a trap I think a lot of us can fall into,
Yeah, I think so.
especially in a world that often prioritizes image over substance.
Right, right.
And it's heartbreaking to see how that pursuit of online perfection
Hmm.
leads to some pretty disastrous choices.
Yeah.
Like promoting a beauty product without properly vetting it,
Yeah.
which ultimately backfires and results in this public scandal.
And that incident is a real wake-up call
Right.
for Yumable.
Yeah.
It forces her to confront the emptiness of her online persona, the superficiality of her relationships, and it's in that moment of crisis
Right.
that she stumbles upon the mind laundry,
Yeah.
seeking a way to erase her past
Yeah.
and start over.
But just like Jaha,
Right.
she's hesitant to remove all her stains,
Yeah.
recognizing that even her painful experiences have shaped who she is.
Right.
It's about finding that balance
Yes.
between accepting our past
Mm-hmm.
and embracing
Yeah.
the possibility of growth and change.
Yeah, and her encounter with Jen is pivotal
Right.
in that process.
Right.
Janan encourages her to embrace her imperfections,
Mm-hmm.
to show her true self,
Yeah.
and to connect with others
Yeah.
on a deeper level.
I love how Jen gives Yundul permission to be human.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Flaws and all.
Yeah.
It's such a powerful message for
It's something
anyone
else.
struggling with that pressure
Mm-hmm.
to appear perfect
Yeah.
in a world that often feels so judgmental.
Yeah, and unforgiving.
And it's through that acceptance
Right.
that Yunbil begins to heal.
Mm-hmm.
She starts to prioritize her own well-being,
Right.
focusing on building these meaningful relationships
Yeah.
instead of chasing that online fame.
Right.
It's a reminder that true happiness
Yes.
comes from within,
Absolutely.
not from the fleeting approval of others.
Speaking of acceptance,
Yeah.
I'd love to talk about Jungwi.
Yeah.
His story is particularly poignant, I think, because
Mhm.
it deals with these themes of bullying,
Right.
self-blame,
Yeah.
and the pressure to conform to those societal expectations.
Youngwei's journey is heartbreaking
It is, yeah.
because he internalizes
Yeah,
the negativity directed at him.
right.
He believes he deserves to be treated poorly,
Yeah,
blaming himself for his misfortunes and constantly seeking validation from others.
right.
It's almost as if he's trying to shrink himself,
Yeah,
to become invisible, to
right.
avoid any further pain or criticism.
And that desire to control
Yeah.
every aspect of his life is symbolized by his habit of wearing 2 watches.
Right.
You know, making sure that he's never late,
Right.
never out of step.
Right.
It's such a poignant portrayal of the anxiety
Mm-hmm.
and self-doubt that can stem from bullying and social pressure.
Yeah. His visit to the mind laundry becomes this turning point.
Yes, it does.
Jin helps him to understand
Yeah,
that he doesn't have to accept the abuse,
right.
the negativity directed at him.
Yeah.
He can choose to reject those hurtful messages and reclaim his power.
It's such a powerful
Yeah.
message of empowerment, isn't it? Reminding us that we have the right
Right.
to set boundaries,
Yeah.
protect ourselves from emotional harm. We
Right.
don't have to internalize other people's negativity or allow it to define us.
And it's so inspiring to witness his transformation.
Oh, yes.
After his mind laundry experience,
Yeah.
he starts to express himself more freely,
Yeah.
writing poetry,
Right.
sharing his story on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
inspiring others to reject abuse and find their own voices.
His journey really underscores the resilience of the human spirit,
right.
the power of of finding support and guidance when we need it most.
You know, as we're discussing these characters, I'm noticing this common thread
Yeah.
running through their journeys.
Mm.
They all come to the mind laundry
Yeah.
seeking to erase something
Right.
from their past.
Yeah.
But ultimately,
Yeah.
they discover that true healing
Mm-hmm.
comes from acceptance and self-love.
That's a very astute observation.
It's almost like those petals we talked about earlier.
Right.
They could represent the fragmented pieces of ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
the memories and experiences
Yeah.
that shape who we are.
Yeah.
And it's through the act of accepting and integrating
Right.
those
Right.
pieces that we can become whole and
Yes.
find true peace.
That's a beautiful interpretation.
Now, we've talked a lot about the individual characters.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about your take on the village itself and its magical realism.
Yeah.
What do you think Yun is trying to convey through this fantastical setting?
Well, I think the village serves as this liminal space, a place where the ordinary and the extraordinary intersect.
Yeah.
It allows Yoon to explore those boundaries of reality
Right.
and delve into the depths of human consciousness.
It's like the village exists outside of
yeah.
time and space,
Right.
creating this sense of
Yeah.
possibility and
Yeah.
transformation.
And the magic itself is so subtly woven into the fabric of everyday life.
Yeah, it's not
It's not flashy.
flashy or over the top,
No, not at all.
which makes it even more believable.
Right, and it's rooted in nature.
Mm-hmm.
The cycles of the seasons, the power of plants and wind,
Yeah.
the interconnectedness of all living things.
Yeah, and it reinforces the book's themes
It does.
of healing and renewal.
Yes.
Just like nature constantly regenerates itself. The characters in this story are given these opportunities to transform
Yeah.
and find new beginnings.
The village also serves as this microcosm of society,
Yeah.
reflecting the challenges and
Yeah.
triumphs of human experience.
You have characters from all walks of life,
Yeah.
each grappling with their own unique struggles,
Right?
yet they find solace and connection
Yeah.
within this shared space.
It's like the village creates the sense of community
Yeah.
and belonging,
Yeah.
offering a refuge
Yeah.
from those harsh realities.
Of the outside world.
It underscores the importance of finding places and people that make us feel
Yeah.
safe
Mhm.
and supported,
Yeah.
where we can be ourselves without judgment.
You know, as we're talking about this,
Yeah.
I'm realizing that Jean's mind laundry itself could be seen as a representation
Yeah.
of that safe space.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a place where people can come to confront their emotional baggage, find healing, and connect with others who understand their pain.
That's an insightful observation.
The laundry becomes this sanctuary,
Yes.
this place where vulnerability is welcomed
Mm-hmm.
and transformation is possible.
And it's not just about
Right.
the literal act of washing clothes, is it? It's
Yeah.
about the emotional cleansing that takes place through
Yeah.
shared stories,
Mm.
empathy,
Yeah.
the act of helping others.
Absolutely. Now, there's one character we haven't delved into yet.
Yeah.
Heian.
Right.
He initially seems more like an observer,
Mm-hmm.
drawn to the village by its beauty,
Yeah.
the mystery surrounding the mind laundry.
Right.
But he eventually becomes deeply involved in the story.
Han's role is really interesting. He enters the story as this outsider drawn to the village's beauty and mystery.
Right, right.
Remember that striking image of him capturing Jean, releasing those glowing petals with his camera? It's as if he's drawn to the magic of the mind laundry
Right.
before he even fully understands.
Yeah, it's like he's searching for something
Mm-hmm.
more than just a beautiful photograph.
Mhm.
He's seeking this deeper understanding
Yeah.
of the human experience, and he finds that
Mm-hmm.
in the stories
Yeah.
unfolding within the village.
Right.
You know, initially he's documenting their journeys
Mm-hmm.
through his lens.
Right.
But as he spends more time in Marigold,
Yeah.
he becomes more involved,
Mm-hmm.
offering help and support
Right.
to Jian and the others.
His presence highlights the power of observation,
Yeah.
empathy. He doesn't judge
Right.
or try to impose his own perspectives.
Yeah.
He simply observes and listens, allowing the stories to kind of unfold
Right.
naturally.
Yeah.
Through his photography, he becomes this witness
Right.
to their transformations,
Yeah.
capturing the essence of their journeys.
there's this beautiful parallel between Heian's photography and Jean's mind laundry,
Right.
isn't there?
I think so.
Both involve this act of preserving
Yeah.
and transforming memories.
Right. They take these raw materials
Yeah.
of human experience,
Right.
the joys, the sorrows, the regrets,
Yeah.
and create something beautiful and meaningful.
That's a great point. Both photography and storytelling
Yeah.
can be seen as forms of emotional processing.
Uh-huh.
They allow us to capture those fleeting moments,
Yeah.
reflect on our experiences, and share those insights with others. And it's through that sharing
Yeah.
that we find connection, understanding,
Yeah.
and ultimately a sense of belonging.
Absolutely.
I was particularly intrigued by Heian's growing affection for Jian.
Yeah.
He sees her sadness, her vulnerability,
Right.
the weight of centuries she carries.
Yeah.
Yet he's also drawn to her strength,
Mm-hmm.
her compassion, her unwavering belief in the power of healing.
Yeah. Their connection, I think, speaks to the importance of finding someone who sees us
Yeah.
for who we truly are,
Right.
who accepts both our light and our shadow.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful portrayal of love and understanding, a reminder that even amidst our deepest wounds, we are worthy of love and connection.
And it's through their relationship that Jean
Yeah.
begins to see herself in a new light.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she starts to release the self-blame
Right.
that has been holding her captive for so long
Mm.
and embraces the possibility of happiness in the present moment.
That scene where Heian takes Jean's photo at the gallery is so powerful.
It is.
He asks her to think about
Yeah.
the happiest moment of her life.
Right.
And it triggers this profound shift
Yeah.
within her. She realizes that true happiness isn't dependent on finding her family or achieving some grand goal. It's about appreciating the simple joys of life.
Right.
The beauty of the everyday.
It's this reminder
Yeah.
that we always have the power
Mm-hmm.
to choose happiness, to shift our focus
Yeah.
from what's missing to what's present, to embrace the good, even amidst the pain.
And Jean's transformation is reflected not only in her internal state, but also in her physical appearance. Her clothing changes from black to white, symbolizing the shift from darkness to light. A hint of color returns to her face, suggesting this newfound vibrancy and hope.
Even Heian notices those subtle changes,
Right.
the appearance of crow's feet, the few strands of white hair.
Yeah, it's as if she's finally starting to age, to embrace that natural flow of life instead of being stuck in that cycle of rebirths.
It's this beautiful metaphor for the healing process.
It is, yeah.
True healing involves accepting the passage of time, the inevitability of change, and the beauty of aging.
Right.
It's about letting go of the past and embracing the present moment in all its fullness.
And the final scene where Heian transforms his gallery into a mind photo studio feels like this perfect culmination of their journeys.
It does.
A merging of their passions,
Yeah.
storytelling, photography, emotional healing, into this shared space.
Right.
A space where vulnerability is celebrated and transformation is possible.
It's a testament to the power of creativity, connection, and the belief in our shared humanity.
Absolutely.
So as we conclude our deep dive today into Marigold Mind Laundry, what insights can we take away?
Yeah, what can we glean from this?
From this story?
Yeah.
And apply to our own lives.
Well, this book reminds us that even the deepest hurts can transform into something beautiful, just like those petals scattering on the wind. Yeah,
it encourages us to examine our own stains, to seek connection, find beauty in the everyday, and to embrace the possibility of healing and renewal.
And perhaps, as this novel so subtly suggests, we each have the power to create a mind laundry for someone else. A listening ear, a kind gesture, a shared meal. These simple acts of connection can be incredibly powerful.
Absolutely.
Offering solace, support, and a glimmer of hope to those who are struggling.
Maybe those small acts of kindness are the real magic.
I think so.
Well, thank you for joining us on this exploration
It's been a pleasure.
of Marigold Mind Laundry.
Yes, thank
We hope you found some nuggets of wisdom and inspiration
you. Yeah.
to carry with you on your own journey.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep diving deep,
Yeah.
keep exploring, and keep believing
Yeah.
in the power of stories.
I love that